The Springers try to tackle the regional crown on the gridiron en route to an even bigger prize. Welcome to Sports Wire. I'm Will Catterley. It would be a battle of two premier football programs as Highland Springs played host to LC Bird. Both have had plenty of regional titles in Class 5, and with the Springers moving up to 6 next year, this matchup would be a fitting end to an old 804 rivalry. LC Bird came in with 3 players with over 1,000 yards rushing. Of course, that also means that they don't rely on the passing game hardly if ever. A one-dimensional attack often won't work against the Springer defense, one that was still feasting after Thanksgiving on Saturday afternoon. So to the victor go the spoils. Highland Springs, LC Bird on the line, a regional championship. As I said, LC Bird, great running team, really good defensive team as well. Highland Springs, well, they're really great at everything. By the way, if you don't want to get hit by a player, do not move. Don't move around you. Word to the wise. It was a war of attrition early on in this one. I said that, LC Bird came in with a bunch of 1,000-yard rushers. Number one of them, Latavian Lowe, he gets bottled up. And then some uncharacteristic mistakes by Highland Springs. That snap goes over Kmart's head. And Aziz Foster Powell, Johnny on the spot getting on it, keeping LC Bird off the scoreboard. And then their defense, they were strong all day. Lance Nelson Jr. with the sack, and later Christian Martin can't find anybody open. He's going to get sacked. Worse than that for the Springers, he's going to fumble. So LC Bird, yeah, they're not prolific through the air, but defensively, keeping Highland Springs in check. No score still. First half action, we move to the second quarter. It's a fumble. Oh, and the defense, you can see the body language. Like, are you kidding me? Under 10 to go in the second quarter. They were fortunate that they didn't lose the ball when out of bounds. Springers would have to punt, though. Finally, Highland Springs would get something going on offense midway through the second quarter. Kmart starts with his legs. Good gain for a first down. Haven't heard the last of Christian Martin. Later, same drive would lead to this. Martin handing it off. Aziz Foster Powell, always a good idea. Breaking 1, 2. Takes a lot to take this guy down, I got to tell you. Good for another first down deep in Skyhawk territory, and the drive would lead to fruition. Kmart started it. Kmart finishes it. Touchdown, Christian Martin, and the Springers on the board, finally up 7-0. Now, Highland Springs normally would have more than 7 points at this point in the ballgame. LC Bird going to help them out, though. Defense first. Tricky Skyhawks trying to naked bootleg. No, Springers too fast. They maintain the edge. Number 44, Malik Morrow. Number 55, Alonzo James in on that. Seconds remaining in the second half. LC Bird could have knelt on the football and gone in at the half just down 7-0. Instead, it's a fumbled snap. The Springers get it at the LC Bird 2-yard line with 6 seconds to go. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy. You don't give the Springers that kind of advantage. Touchdown. Karan Ferguson on the receiving end from the Christian Martin 2-yard touchdown pass. 14-0. And the Springers right here get the ball to start the third quarter. And what do? Well, they come out of their shell a little bit. He is gone. Takai Heath finds Pater. So Martin, his second touchdown strike of the afternoon, also a touchdown rushing. Now it's 21-0. After a stop, Springers get back to work again. Martin finding Braylon Johnson. Good for a first down. Then it's back to the ground game. Aziz Foster Powell all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Highland Springs. He's going to give the Glen Lee football kids some love, too. They're happy. They're excited. So are the Springers up 27-0 at this point. The only thing that went wrong for them, missing the extra point. 8:58 to go in the third. Still third quarter. Still defensive stalwarts. Lance Nelson Jr. Another big stop. Lance picked up a couple of offers over the weekend. Probably going to get some more, as are a lot of Springers. Defense pitching a shutout. Offense much better in the second half as they began to wear down the Skyhawks. That pass good for Jakiri Henley. They would not score, but then the Springers get a stop right there. Still not finished. Now in the fourth, Highland Springs putting the pedal to the metal. This time a handoff goes to Noah Jenkins. Jenkins finding some space behind that big offensive line, good for a first down, would lead to this. Christian Martin, a short pass, pays big dividends. Jakari Henley all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Highland Springs, and the Springers make it look easy, even though they made it tough on themselves early. But throughout, at the end of the day, your Class 5C regional champs are the Springers of Highland Springs. Final score in this one, Highland Springs takes care of business and wins in a big way. 35-0 over LC Bird. Coach Lauren Johnson talked about the turning point, that big turnover late in the second quarter.
It's almost like basketball, getting 2 for 2. You know what I mean? Going down, laying the ball up, stopping them on defense, getting another score right before the end of the half is what we really did. And it worked in our favor. You know, getting the ball in the second half and then going down and scoring, right? That's kind of a 21-point swing in the middle of a game, championship game. It means a lot.
So the Springers will play in the state semifinals next at home against Stonebridge, the same team who ended Highland Springs' run last year. Well, Varina won't be going for a repeat state championship in football after losing last round to King George, but they can still do it on the hardwood. The Blue Devils kicked off their hoop season in the Maverick Invitational against Trinity.
So to J.R. Tucker High School, we go for the first round of the tournament. It is Varina. It is Trinity, my daughter. No, the private school. Either way, first quarter action. Varina looking good on the run. Number 10 getting it going early and often. Jerome Conway-Twitty for 2. And what Varina did was basically said, you're going to play man-to-man. Well, then we're going to beat you athletically. I'm going to take you to the basket, take my defender to the basket, and then stop the other defenders. It happened there. Number 10 doing the work again, and then a little pick and pop action. Nothing but nylon. The 3 ball is good for Dominique Coleman. This is a team that, graduated Fats Billups, a couple other guys, Christian Carden. Really interested to see how they'd start off. They start off pretty good. Joshua Hughes for 2 right there. More Varina. Scoop it. Well, we'll call that a pass, right? High off the glass, and the bank is open, and Malachi Cosby gets it. Number 4 was the straw that stirred the drink, though. KJ Weish to Ant Green for 2. You want more Weish? You got him. Here he comes. He can drive to the hoop. Was terrific last season. More of a starring role this year. Gets 2 right there. You want more Weish? Here he is. How about the pull-up game? You got that in your repertoire? Yeah, that's good for 2 more. Weish putting on a clinic, double-digit points in the first half alone as we head to the first half break, and a 37-23 14-point lead. Trinity trying to come back. Not going to happen. Defense to offense to who else? KJ Weiss up and in, scoop and score. No crazy highlight dunks, just really good play from the Blue Devils. And then driving to the hoop, number 10, Jerome Conway. You can see who the scores are probably going to be on this squad, but a lot of people can get into the scores table. Oh, so pretty. What a move. Weiss, tremendous from the point guard position. KJ, 23 points on the night to lead all scores and to lead the Blue Devils, most importantly. Number 12 getting in on the action, Deion Jones. He scores 2. And, you can see the coaching staff loving it. They got energy on the back of those shirts. Varina showed energy. Defense, offense, transition game was almost second to none last season. Big part of their game again this season. They open up a 19-point lead after 3. To the fourth and final stanza we go. From the corner, 3 ball is good for number 3, Miles Derricott. He throws touchdowns, he hits 3s. Later, more D. Blue Devils scorching hot in the opener. That ball is up and good on the layup. Malachi Cosby for 2. And then the extra pass, wide open, pays dividends. Jones, again from deep. He had a nice ball game to boot. Varina wins their opener, and they beat Trinity. 76-59 the final.
We have more hoops action to get to when we come back. Deep Run has their home opener go down to the buzzer when the Wildcats take on Atlee. Plus, the Henrico ladies look to get off to a good start against Dinwiddie. Highlights are straight ahead.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah.
but I don't know where to start.
That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this.
Is that Bran?
Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to getschool.com for more info.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. Deep Run at home, taking on Atlee opening night on a Monday night. This game couldn't be any better. These two teams would be involved in a seesaw affair. You saw number 40 coming out. Big old Jason Morgan, the center for Deep Run, gets things started early. Gets 2 and 1. Wasn't great at the free throw line. Still would be a force for Deep Run early and often in this one. Atlee shooting over the Deep Run zone. Deep Run went zone, and Atlee went man-to-man mostly in the beginning of this one. Reed Taylor on that 3 ball, and then Atlee also was able to do this a lot, get turnovers. But big block right there by Max Hebert. That was a huge moment. Guess what, folks? Every point matters, including that 3 ball by Knox Axel. You never run out of Axels in the 804, do you? Very popular, very big name. Deep Run coming back with a 3 ball of their own. Will Schwab. And then just for the end of the quarter, nobody guards a shooter at the buzzer. A free look, and he drains it. Buries it, Matthew Shields. And it was 13-7 Atlee, 6-point lead after 1 second quarter. This guy can shoot, and he was huge. Victor Smith. To the Victor go the spoils, and Victor had spoils to give. Shot, no. Atlee in transition. On the move, extra pass. Yes, sir. Raiders maintaining their advantage. Good work out of the break. Wildcats, however, battling the zone in this scenario, and they beat it very well. Number 3 with 3, Will Schwab. You got some kids that can score on this Deep Run team, including to the Victor go the spoils, Smith. Top of the arc, nothing but nylon. Smith hitting 3 balls in bunches. You want more Smith? You got him. Victor Smith. Back to Smith from way downtown. Got that one to go. The money ball is good for Victor. V for victory, and Smith had it going. He would lead scoring for the Wildcats. Atlee, though, had answers. Counted for 2 and 1. Number 5, Jason Turpin, 30-24. Atlee maintaining their 6-point lead at the break. Second half, who else but Victor Smith from the corner. This time the other side. He nails that one. Wildcats would go on a little bit of a run, but Atlee would stay in it with plays like this. This really worked. The extra cut back door. Knox Axel knocks that one home. A staple of their offense. Wildcats coming right back with who else? Victor Smith showing his mid-range game. Knocks that one down for 2. And then, well, the ball was all over the place. Follow it. Atlee got out-rebounded by Deep Run, but they also turned Deep Run over more. So, kind of punch, counter-punch. There's the big guy. If you fail once and you don't succeed, try again. 5 straight offensive rebounds. He almost broke my YMCA Simsbury record for most consecutive offensive rebound in 1 possession. He missed by 2. He scores 2, and again, big down the stretch is Jason Morgan. 36-34. Atlee only by 2. We go to the 4th. Big time moment for Morgan. Knocks down the layup. He had double figures. Moments later, 3 ball. Yes, sir. Cowboy Anyuke from way downtown. And before you knew it, Deep Run is in the lead. Pass inside, slamma-jamma for Quentin Morgan. Wildcats can taste victory, but Atlee not done yet. The floater, good. Well done, well executed. Maddox bowls, and then watch the bouncing ball. I said they turned over the Wildcats. That was the bugaboo of deep run, and Bowles converts. Atlee right back in it. Later, more Atlee defense. Another turnover. Bowles passes it out for three. No, rebound. Yes, Atlee back in front. That was Jason Turpin. But deep run, biggest play of the game, came late in the fourth. Number 11, Max Hebert for two, count it, and the foul. Deep run up 52-51, 2.5 seconds left. They get a good look for three. Oh, and it's off the backboard. And the Wildcats survive a wild one. They win their home opener, 52-51 the final. Ladies hoops action, Henrico Lady Warriors getting their home opener started against Dinwiddie, and the Generals had it going early and often. Number 11 with the money ball, Kaiser Robinson. Footwear on the line, it'd be long too. Henrico's number 11 says, I can do that as well. Sine Moore. Once more, they tie it up, but Dinwiddie had answers early. How about that for a block, though? Down low, number 15, Shayla Wyatt. Do you know this Henrico team has 6 freshmen on it? 6! So a very young team, only going to get better as the year goes on. Still first quarter highlights. 3-ball, got it. Kaiser Robinson is a senior, and that 3-ball gave Dinwiddie a 3-point lead. Second quarter, Henrico very opportunistic, and they turn turnovers into points. Number 22 puts the biscuit in the basket. Alicia Powers gets that one to go, and then, oh my goodness, that time it's blocked. Can't be shooting threes all the time over each defender. It's not going to work out for you, not when they got length. Henrico's got some of that, and then some. And number 10, Mackenzie Wiggins with the finish, and that was the key in this game. Henrico made turnovers count as points. Right to the basket, however. Slicing through that knife like hot butter. Through that defense like a knife through hot butter. Number 5 with the answer, Lauren Parham, another senior on this Dinwiddie team. But this young Henrico squad, they come fighting right back. Number 24 with the buckets, Sanaya Capers. She solved that caper, 30-22. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point advantage for the home green and gold. In this case, white and green at home. Open girl, got it. Shayla Wyatt. And then in transition again. There's nobody near her. Touchdown, Warriors. Get her on the football team. She'll be that wide open. Good for 2 points. Lady Warriors in firm control. And again, the narrative, get the turnover and take it the distance. Up and in. Layup uncontested. And Shayla Wyatt and company with answers on the defensive end, turning into instant offense. And once again, as high off the arc in class you can get. I don't know if she could do that again if she tried. 47-27, a 20-point lead going into the fourth. Sanaya Capers, she solves it again. And then down low once again. Henrico spreading the wealth in this one. They got a number of girls who can score, including Alicia Powers. More from the Warriors in the fourth. Going to put this one away, and they just wait for the open girl. 62-40. Henrico looks really good, winning game 1.
It's back to the hardwood when we return. Freeman plays host to St. Chris to get their season rolling, plus top plays from November. That's next.
Hey!
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. Back to the Maverick Invitational. Freeman playing host to St. Chris. The Saints, well, they came marching in. Early on, though, Freeman, a nice-looking play right here. Number 5, P.J. Moore, scoop and score. And Mavs looking good early. St. Chris, though, was really good Check out the passing here and a contested 3. And it is nothing but nylon for number 23, Stuart Cosby. And the guard play for the Saints was tremendous. Watch the pass. Number 3, Brandon Jennings. He connects down low with Darius Gray. Darius Gray for 2, and then Jennings. Triple team, doesn't matter. At the buzzer, gets it to go. And the Saints come marching into Freeman, have a 13-7 lead after 1. Second quarter play. Saints looking for more. And they get just that down low. It's number 32 once again. This time Kellen Welch. And then here comes Jennings all the way to the rack. Lays it up and in. No strong dunk finish. About the only thing that went well for Freeman on that one, but 2 points is 2 points. How about this for a contested shot? Ooh, that was pretty, oh so pretty by Jackson Cunningham. Freeman would not go away. There were many points in this game where it looked like the Saints were just going to roll them out of the building, but that did not happen because Mavs can shoot the 3 ball. They can shoot the rock. Leighton Cauble codifies that one. Calls a shot. 3 is good. More from the Mavs. Nice inbounds play. Okay. Jaden Reese, the junior, connects down low for 2. St. Chris had answers, however, from the perimeter. They were pretty good, too. And this guy was a thorn in the Mavs' side. Sonny Bridges. Here comes Sonny Bridges again. This time delivers the pass. And he could shoot from well from outside as well. Cosby again. You heard his name earlier. And then in transition off defense, kind of the theme of the show with these basketball highlights anyway. Brandon Jennings connects for 2. And the great equalizer, nothing but nylon, from way downtown. Don't leave Cauble open. He will hurt you. 35-17, we got a football score at the half. Second half action, third quarter. Looks like the Saints are going to run away with it. Number 11, Sonny Bridges. Bridges and Jennings were a problem for Freeman, but the Mavs never back down. Number 10, George Thoron for 3. More Mavs trying to shoot him out of that zone. Top of the arc, got it. Number 23 was terrific. Alex Blanchard, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and he's only a freshman, so years to come for him. But St. Chris at the buzzer once again. The buzzer beater points by St. Chris was massive. Bridges again from deep. 13-point lead. Now, Freeman would get this to 10, but then St. Chris said, we're not letting this one slip away. 3 ball once again by Stuart Cosby. Shot a great percentage from beyond the arc, and then finishing it with a big fella down low, Darius Gray. St. Chris wins it 67-47. And that brings us to Top Plays of the Month. Number 5, haven't done this in a while. Top plays of November. Yes, believe it or not, very beginning of the month of November. Number 5, an ode to cross-country champions. The girls taking off. Glenn Allen, number 1. Ellie Velasquez. Sydney Walters of Deep Run finishes 2nd. They would finish 1-2 in states as well. Godwin gets a regional champ in the guys race. As you see, Deep Run win the team regional girls meet. Berkeley Nance takes first in regionals for Godwin. Number 4. So many reasons Highland Springs is good, but watch Aziz Foster Powell just punish the defender. Highlights against Prince George. He had 3 carries in this football game in the regional playoff matchup against the Royals. All of them went for over 30 yards. That one was 46 yards and over 100 yards in the win. Only on 3 carries, which brings us to number 3. Also involves the Springers, but check out the tricky Mavs on a fake field goal. Ty Bowman throws a touchdown pass to Alistair Burnett. Burnett hardly played football all this year, but he catches a big score. Number 2, and Highland Springs obviously would go on to win it. Speaking of winners, Glen Allen boys volleyball looking for their 2nd straight state championship at the Siegel Center, and they get it to go! 16-14 in a 5-set thriller. Back-to-back champs as Glen Allen hoists the hardware as they reach states for the 5th consecutive year. Amazing for the Jags. But number one, back to high school football playoffs. Caron Burton fires a pass. That wasn't caught, was it? It was? That's why it's play number one in top plays of the month. Check it out in slow-mo. Chase Rivers with one hand grabs that one. Good for a 1st and goal against LC Bird. They'd lose the game, but that play's good enough for top play of the month.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter and watch us on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.